would like to welcome you to another episode of Maroovi Preppers. On today's episode, we're going to be going over DIY meals ready to eat. I've actually been able to test these out in the field, if you will. When Hurricane Matthew came through, I grabbed all these parts and put it together in a Ziploc bag and actually ate this for about 3 weeks. Granted, I did have supper in the evenings that was substantial. However, if I had not, this would have taken the place of those suppers. What we have is a Bumblebee snack on the run. It has a small can of tuna, a little plastic spoon, and a pack of crackers. We have a can of, this one happens to be chicken flavored MRE Vienna Sausages. We have 2 Chewy granola bars, peanut butter and chocolate chip, as well as 2 packs of Welch's fruit snacks. And for our breakfast items, we have 2 packs of oatmeal. So a lot of things I was noticing whenever I was trying to come up with the components for this is a lot of unhealthy products. I was seeing Slim Jims, beef jerky, and different stuff like that. Yeah, those are both high in protein, but they also have a lot of sodium and a lot of stuff that's not all that healthy for you. A lot of this right here is actually fairly healthy, aside from maybe the Vienna sausages with the amount of sodium that they have. However, all total for all of this is 1,160 calories, in between 147 and 149 carbohydrates, and 29 to 31 grams of protein. Now you can mix and match with whatever flavor of oatmeal you would like. You can also use grits as well if you don't particularly like oatmeal. There are different types of Welch's snacks, as well as different types of Chewy granola bars. This is just what worked for me, and it seemed like a healthier alternative than throwing massive amounts of beef jerky and Slim Jims in a bag. So all you have to do to put this together, I believe this is a gallon-sized Ziploc bag. Just throw that in there, throw that. Those 2, that one, and the other, and your 2 packs of oatmeal, and you get what looks like this. So in addition to our MRE, if you have the materials, you can also get the Knorr instant meals. This one is cheddar and broccoli, rice sides, and they're actually very inexpensive. I think they were maybe around $1. The thing you got to watch out for these is you have to make sure that you've got all the required materials for it. This one also calls for 2 cups of water and margarine, which is optional, but you have to be able to put it in a pot large enough and boil it. I have all of my meals set in a big black chuck box or a big foot locker, and in there I've also got a stove, several pots and pans that I can use, as well as soaps to clean them off. On a side note, I also have a large 5-gallon jug of water. When I bug out, I have to take my wife, our daughter, and two other animals, and I have a truck, so it's easier for me to do that. You just have to figure out what you want to do as far as your scenario is concerned. If you live in the city, you may just have a small car. Maybe all you can carry is a gallon, maybe 2 gallons. That's a decision that you're going to have to make. While I was doing my research, I did find that there were a lot of instant drink mixes, apple cider, hot chocolate, all that stuff's fine, well and good, but when you're in that kind of situation, yeah, it's nice to have a little bit of pick-me-up. That's what these guys will be helpful for. It's not necessarily a home-cooked meal, which will give you the warm fuzzies and all of that, but it's closer than what you would get with this. Use this to lift up your spirits instead of drink mix, because it's got a lot of sugar. They're not all that healthy, and you never know which ones you're going to like. Now, if you've gotten them before, you know which ones that you like, which ones you don't like. But in this kind of situation, you're going to want to keep drinking your regular water. With that being said, you can always, if you have a water way to purify your water, you can just use that from any source. This is going to require boiling, and you don't even need to boil water for your oatmeal. I personally, I would just pour a little bit of water in there, enough to make the oats wet, and eat it that way. It didn't even have to be hot for me, but that's my choice. Yours may be different. So you're probably wondering how much this whole meal is going to cost and how long it's going to be good for. Well, the whole meal minus these guys cost around $3.90 per bag. That's not factoring in how much these cost when you break them down by quantity. The total cost for the tuna salad, they come in a pack of 3. Those were $3.64. So you get 2 of those. You get a pack of 6 Vienna sausages and 1 box each of these, and it's going to run you around $23 and some change depending on the tax in the area. But when you factor it all out, add one of these guys, you're looking around $3 and some change per meal. The Chewy granola bars are going to be the first to expire, but you're looking at least a 7-month shelf life. When I bought these in September, they are supposed to go out of date in April of 2017. So that'll last you about 7 months. Write down on your bag when your first product will expire. This one happens to be April, so we'll write down on our bag April 2017. And that should be set. So I hope y'all enjoyed.